Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Snap. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
To throw, Manning. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front, nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing Manning. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle and he might go. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of
second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Reynolds. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
On the draw, it's Overton. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Using his legs, it's Overton. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off for Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Here's Arch to throw. Looking for space to the left. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Back to pass, it's Manning. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it along the sideline. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He wants to change this route. Arch Madness. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The sure hand in the end zone, and he has 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Heath. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Pulls and fires complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. And it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
On the ground, it's Hawkins. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snap it to the back. Turning it on! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got room to work. Can't get him to the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. Quickly complete. Turton makes the catch, and he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for space, it's Hawkins. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 19 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Illini coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit. They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd miss, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game play. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Here's a little room there. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To throw, it's Manning. Complete, left side, Coleman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. There's a crease. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's Manning to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Smothers. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Texas.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They go to the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
And your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Forced out of bounds, a good pickup there on the ground.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Third and 6 yards to go. Again, it's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. And the stomping has commenced. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make
and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback making adjustments.
Booster.
To throw, Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Manning. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver.
Could be an alley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Caught near the sticks. It's Keith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Running inside. It's Overton. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Going right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Plows through the defense. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give. It's Overton. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
And there's some room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf. The big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing Manning. Pressure coming. Finds his target down the middle. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. Crosses the 30. He's got to wait. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Arts to throw. Coleman open on the right. Made a defender miss. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
One more time, it's Brown. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Might be calling a hot route. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab inbounds! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing and wings it incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up.
Going deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect